And here we are at the Buda podcast. My guest today is an avid outdoorsman, a metal worker, very hands-on type of guy, one of my personal friends from Rehab. It is Luke Estrada. Luke,
Howdy.
thanks for being here.
Heck yeah, man. Always.
Yeah, long time no see since the old days back at the area that shall remain nameless.
The area that shall name. Yeah.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
it's been a minute, dude. I been getting some things done, doing some stuff since then. So yeah.
Nice. What you been working on?
Well.
What you been doing?
Well, I just been working on basically building up a resume. I'm starting a new job here in a few weeks, and so kind of just getting ready for that a little bit, and then spending some time with some family. And
Right on.
dude, been shooting some guns before we met. Sorry about that. I'm drinking about 6 Coca-Colas, so that's bound to happen. But before we met, dude, I had like just built a new rifle, and so as soon as I got out, I was able to finish off that build and get it all ready to go. So definitely ready for hunting season.
Right on. Yeah, dude. Me too. We're gonna have to do some hunting out there.
Oh yeah, dude. Anytime you want to. We've got little piece of property out here, and we've got a bunch of coastal deer and a ton of turkeys, and the doves come through like twice a year, and that's a pretty fun hunt. So
my redneck,
definitely gonna have to help you out.
Yeah, my redneck penis is already getting hard just thinking about all the bloodshed. To those,
there you go.
To those of you who are vegan and listening to this, suck it. Anyway,
I kind of thought you were. I kind of thought you were gonna be like, to those who are vegan and listening. I saw that lean. I thought you were gonna just rip ass, just be like, suck it.
Oh man, I wish I had one in the chamber.
Right? Yeah, locked and loaded.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of,
dude, Matt would have had one locked and loaded for sure.
Speaking of farts that are locked and loaded, we're so to all the listeners out there, I met this strapping, handsome hunter in a rehabilitation. I am a recovering alcoholic, and I met Luke in there. He was severely addicted to bath salts and ass munching. Isn't that right?
Yeah, I've been eating faces and ass.
In that order?
Yeah, well, yeah, generally, kind of in the necrophilia a little bit. So
I could tell.
Yeah.
Yeah, how much semen are in those deer behind you?
Oh, dude, fuck, man, their mouths don't open, so that's kind of a bummer. So
yeah.
The next one I mount, though, it'll be from behind.
Well, yeah, definitely. Those of you that don't have a sense of humor, this is all joking, but we did meet in rehab. Yeah, there was some, ironically, I wasn't expecting to have a swell time in rehab.
It's kind of a trip, right?
It was kind of a trip. We made a lot of good connections with people, talked shit about a lot of people that both will remain nameless.
Dude, honestly, by the time I went in there, and I think you were probably about the same, I went in there and I think like day one, well, you weren't quite like this, but day one, I was like, I am out of this place, dude. Like I wanted to sign the paperwork and just out the door, because that rehab, it wasn't too far from where I live, and so I was like, oh, dude, I could Uber home from here, and honestly, I didn't have my cell phone whenever I got dropped off. But if I did have my cell phone, that was the only thing that was holding me back, is because you can't catch an Uber without a cell phone. And so for the first like 4 days, I was like, you gotta drop off my cell phone. I was calling family members, telling them, bring my cell phone, because, we can have it every so often, blah, 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 just as an excuse. Cause I was like, I am out of this place. But, dude, by the end of it, I didn't want to leave, you know?
Yeah, no, yeah, because you got comfortable to a degree because we're making relationships with a bunch of people all over the place. A lot of good people, very interesting stories. It was actually very, very fueling, especially if you're a storyteller like yours truly. I wish to God I could remember some of the stories that people would talk about, but I wouldn't talk about it here. They would have to speak about it from themselves because, out of
Yeah.
respect. But
Yeah.
I think you weren't here when this happened, but it was like I think a week or two after you left. There was an individual, a young lady. She was new, fairly new. Within the first week, she hopped the fence and ran. She literally just started.
Really?
She literally just started booking it, and she almost got taken out by a car.
That is hilarious.
Yeah, she
find
didn't
that.
get hit. She didn't get hit, but that would have been so vaudevillianly funny, kind of,
Oh my gosh.
if she got
You know,
hit, walked away, and just like on that PCP strength.
right? I know you'd go from one type of rehab to another,
Yeah,
because you're not coming back from that one very easily. So, hey, but you know what? If she did get hit by a car, I bet she'd be sober for a little while. So
yeah. That's
at least
sobering.
there's that.
Oh yeah,
I find that like hysterical because I kind of had the same thought early on, and then freaking the people that work there were like, if you want to leave, you can just leave. You don't have to hop a fence. You don't have to go running away from this place. It's like you're here because you wanted to be here. You're not here because you're like locked in, and I find that hysterical because once I figured that out, I was like, oh, we could just walk away. This is for us. This is for me, kind of a thing.
Unless you were court ordered, then
even then, dude, like you can be court ordered and you're still an adult. You can still leave. I mean, you're breaking the rules. You're breaking not the rules of the facility, but you are breaking the rules of whatever your court order is. But still, I think that I find that hysterical.
Oh yeah, no, dude, it was it was hilarious. I don't want to say dying hilariously because no, yeah, but also I think the listeners would actually get a kick out of this because I was surprised just as much as you were when this happened. But like, remember all of the drama that
oh man, there was so much drama.
We could literally we can make our own series on Hulu or whatever or MTV. Just the drama, the melodrama ensuing behind those gates at a rehab.
Right? Honestly, I felt, I don't know about you, but I felt like I was back in high school,
That's exactly what it felt like. And we're all supposed to be adults. Like,
oh no, God, no. I mean, the funny thing is that it's like, in order to get to rehab, you're not making a lot of adult decisions. And so it makes sense.
That's fair.
It makes sense that they'd be not the best decision-making skills inside, but dude, it was kind of clicky. I mean, people all really got along, but right in the beginning, I was like, oh, people kind of congregate, group together, and stuff like that, and I was like, damn, I'm right back in high school,
I know,
but
and it kind of turns you off a little bit, like
a little bit, but I mean, I was always the cool kid in high school, so I mean, who knows?
Oh, stop bragging.
I was dude, oh my God, I was such a loser in high school. Holy shit.
Yeah, welcome to the club. I mean, you were already there.
Right? You and me both, bud.
Yeah. Man. Like I wasn't a loner in high school. Wasn't like a profiling school shooter, I should say. But like I was, I was a stoner in high school. I was an artsy fartsy kind of kid, always in the drama club.
Oh, you were in the drama club?
Dude, that's where all the chicks were. But then again,
what a loser, dude! Look at you.
But then again, it kind of backfired because the only other guys that were there were gay, so I really didn't get anywhere.
what's funny is
until at least I was 17 and I banged a chick in the back of my dad's Ford, and I think my dad doesn't know about that till this day until he hears this podcast. Yes, Dad, I banged a chick in the back of your Ford.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
I'm not. It was phenomenal. She let me do anal and everything.
Oh, Jesus Christ. We're on that kind of podcast. Holy fuck. Okay. All right. Well,
No, yeah,
that's the next level.
Anything goes. This is, no children allowed.
Oh man. So are we talking back seat or back of the truck?
No, back in the bed of the truck. It was awesome.
Okay.
Like it felt totally like a movie. It was in the middle of a park in Chico. If those of you that are listening are familiar with Chico, Monkey Face. Remember Monkey Face?
Oh my God.
There.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's like it's Upper Bidwell, but yeah.
Yeah, around
it's
that
part of Upper Bidwell.
Yeah, around there, found a dirt road, parked there. It was a clear summer night. And it was funny because we fell asleep in the back. We woke up and there was a family of 4, 2 small children hiking by, and the chick wasn't wearing a top, and she just comes out all tits bouncing, and then my head just pops up like, "Hey."
So you drove up the dirt road from Monkey Face, like through the gates and everything. So you went towards like Bear Hole or Sand Hole or something.
Exactly. It was right around towards Bear Hole. It was real boys to men shit.
Good God, dude. Yeah. You know what's funny, man, is this is a small fucking world, because, I mean, shit, I met you, God knows how many miles from fucking Chico, and here we are. And I know exactly where you're talking about. And I think you spent a little bit more time in Chico than I did, but
right.
I hiked those trails.
Oh yeah, exactly. I moved there when I was 9 out of San Jose, and then went to high school there.
Yeah, dude. Fucking, you went to Chico High?
I went to PV.
Okay.
I went to Pleasant Valley.
Oh, Pleasant Valley, right there on East Ave.
Yeah, right a little bit past East Ave. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's on East Ave. It's like East and something.
Anyway.
Yeah. That's hilarious, dude.
Oh yeah.
It's such a small world.
Very small world. And since we're on sex stories, maybe not in recent memory, but do you remember like at least the craziest or most hilarious sex story that you wouldn't mind sharing around like the high school days? Not like in recent memory, but like in the high school days.
Oh man, yeah. Oh, I've got too many of them, dude. Like, I've done some horrible things that
well, don't pick one of the horrible ones, like something you could laugh at about to this day.
Okay.
Not like a nightmare. I'm not trying to get Dr. Phil on you.
No, not like that. Not horrible that direction, but things that I would not like my mom to know.
Fair enough.
Okay, so I was dating this chick in high school, and we started dating in like 8th grade. So it was actually like the summer between 7th grade and 8th grade is when we started dating. And so those of you who know, those years, you're pretty horny. And that's like 14. That's like a 14-year-old at that time. And nothing can fire, I mean, dude, oh my God, both sexes are very horny at that time. And so we were fucking like rabbits, dude. We anywhere and everywhere. And so we used to go to church on Sundays with my parents, and we would pick her up and go to church. And we would always, go to like the, parents would go to the adult church thing, and we'd say we're going to go to like the teen one,
Yeah.
And
but you never go, right?
Oh no, we never quite made it there. And so
I played those cards too. Usually I'm just smoking pot or
dude, the church was oh man, dude, the church was part of a school. So it was like there was like the church area, and then part of it was like the school area where like the teen church thing would go down. And so But I went to that school whenever I was younger, and so I knew where the teacher's lounge was. And I was kind of a shitty kid. I got really into lock picking when I was young because I
Really?
loved. Oh yeah, dude, I loved puzzles when I was a kid, and so I do like these little finger puzzles and stuff like that. But then pretty soon, I found out that locks, like just regular locks, that's pretty much a puzzle,
Mhm.
and they were all really cool little puzzles that you could figure out. And so,
Yeah, it's really the only puzzle you could really solve that pays in the end physically.
yeah, right. And so I got to the point where I could pick that teacher's lounge door in like less than 10 seconds. So we'd walk up in there and hit it. Well, we went to go do that, and there was someone in the fucking teacher's lounge, right? And we were like, oh shit. So we dipped. We ran out, and we didn't want to get caught. So we ran, and there's a set of stairs that are like outside. And then from the stairs, if you kind of like hop off the ledge of the stairs, you can get onto the roof of the school. Well, then from the roof of the school, there's like a little like breezeway that you can get onto the roof of the church. And so we went and ran and jumped onto the roof and then climbed up and then went all the way onto the roof of the church. Well, then now we're up there. We're still horny. And so while church was in session, okay, with my parents down below, like praising the Lord, we were on top of the roof of the church, just banging away. And you know
Oh,
what, though? The higher you are, the closer you are to God. I think I fucking found God that day because Jesus Christ was that fun.
I imagine the lady was screaming, "Oh God!" So
Mm,
so one might say there was a spiritual awakening.
exactly. Yeah, that was a real come to God moment. Yeah,
Oh yeah, that's a better way to put it.
I was praising something for sure. Might not have been God, but I was for sure praising something. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, that's a pretty good one. I've got
It could have been worse. It could have been like that Huckleberry Finn moment where you're banging around up over the head of the church, then all of a sudden the floor, the floor gives out, and you and this chick just fall
oh my gosh,
in the
yeah.
middle of church. Like that scene from that Huckleberry Finn movie where
That
everyone thinks he's dead, then he falls out. Just imagine a chick's on your dick in front of a
that
bunch of well-dressed Christians.
right? Yeah, they're
Uh,
all like, let's have a moment of silence or something like that. Yeah. Yeah, that was a pretty good one. I got kicked out of my high school for getting caught having sex. And that's a pretty good story as well. But that one's a little bit even more gnarly. Same chick, actually.
oh, really?
Same girl. Yeah,
Oh
yeah. We
man.
dated for quite a while.
Man, I wish I found these crazy chicks when I was in high school. He sounds like you
Oh
got a
man.
real wild card.
Oh, we went everywhere. Oh man. There's literally not like a place that I haven't banged. I swear, dude. Like I've done it like the roof of a church. Who does that? I've done it.
Luke does it.
Uh,
Hey,
yeah.
that's props for you. I mean,
Yeah, I've
I,
done it like on a limousine, in a train. I have okay. Here's the one thing I have
oh,
wanted
we've
to. I
all
have.
banged in a train.
Oh,
We all
oh
have.
well, what kind of train? Because I mean, um,
Mine was more of a fleshy train, but that's a ecstasy story for another day.
yeah, that's when you were spending a little bit of time in the Tenderloin there. Yeah, you were. Which what
I
part of
was
the
a
train were you? Were you in the middle? I
I
think you
was
were in the middle.
well, let's just say I was definitely a confused young man.
There was some poor choices that were made.
Yeah,
Oh
ecstasy and cocaine, that's a hell of a combo.
man.
I thought I was making sausage.
Oh man, there was sausage somewhere, but
Oh, it was everywhere.
oh man, how about you? You got
Just
any?
jokes, folks. These are just jokes.
Yeah, yeah, that story that I just told, it was a joke, mom. And if you are listening, I just made that up. Um, details it all. Yeah, I made it all up, mom. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Oh man, I'm glad you shared.
Yeah, yeah, we've oh man, we've done some interesting things. Tell you
Very.
what.
Oh yeah, very interesting things. Man, like a lot of the exploits I have on binge drinking, like the last 2 years was really nothing. It was more like drowning in sorrow. But like all the Santa Barbara days, whole bunch of crazy mischievous areas.
Way to bring the fucking vibe down, dude. You're over here being all sad and stuff.
No, I just said the last 2 years, but all the fun stories happened when I was in Santa Barbara, and the party left when I left. At
I'm
least,
just, I'm just messing with you. Yeah,
yeah, I
yeah.
know what you mean.
Oh man. Uh,
I still love the time where I woke up in a underneath underneath a bed in a sorority after like a night of binge drinking in Santa Barbara, and it was underneath the house mother's bed. I don't know how or why I ended up there, or
that's
why
pretty funny.
I picked underneath the bed rather than
Yeah,
opposed to on top of it.
perfectly good bed, and you end up underneath of it. Yeah,
Underneath of it, yeah.
that's an interesting one for sure.
Imagine what she was thinking when just like a young man just crawling from underneath her bed like a zombie in The Walking Dead.
You should have just like done the old like reach up with just the one hand and just been
Oh
like,
yeah,
"Wah," make
I know.
some weird sounds. Tell her that you're from
Mm.
hell and you're here to drag her soul down.
If I wasn't as hungover as I was in that moment, I probably would have been thinking of a lot of
Yeah,
crazy stuff to do. But you know how it is when you're hungover, you feel like your head feels like a ton of bricks, so it takes extra effort to lift that off the floor.
you know what? If I was a chick and some hand just came from like underneath the bed, just like this, um, I'd get finger blasted for sure. Yeah,
You
that's probably what.
would you allow it to happen, or would you force the hand into your own badge?
Um, oh, I'd force it in. Yeah, it would be like it would be a very terrifying experience for everyone involved. You know.
Even the person whose hand it was.
Oh yeah, because they don't know where they're going. They're like, "Why is this warm
In,
and
it,
squishy?"
in this scenario, I imagine you still as a chick with a feminine body, but with the same beard. So
Same beard, yeah,
yeah,
bearded
the
woman.
same, yeah, bearded lady.
Yeah, yeah. I would expect nothing less, dude.
Yeah.
Because you know,
Oh, exactly. I'm pretty certain this dead. I'm pretty certain this fucking house mother. Like there was some hair above the upper lip that I could tell.
oh yeah, you
Yeah.
got to be careful. You know, I mean, if she ain't taking care of what everyone can see all of the time,
Yeah.
she sure as hell ain't taking care of what no one can see none of the time.
Yeah,
So if you know what I'm saying.
yeah, but if like a greasy breakfast isn't enough for you to get over the hangover, try waking up underneath a middle-aged woman's bed and threatening to call the cops while she's throwing shit at you. Yeah,
You threatened to call the cops, or she did?
she did.
Because
Well,
you
I
could
mean,
have really turned the tables on that one.
oh no, yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Well,
she's like, "I'm gonna call the cops." You'd be like, "I already
I
did." They'd be like,
I wish I said something like that.
that'd be like a real like mind fuck, a real psychological thriller. You'd be like,
Oh yeah.
"Wait, what? Huh?" Oh man,
Oh yeah. But good times, good times. Now it's
yeah.
now it's the days of sober Buddha for as long as I could tell, however long that's gonna last. Just one day at a time.
One day at a time. Yeah,
One
yeah.
day at a time.
I got this here. This is
Oh,
this is
you
the
stole my.
Serenity Prayer.
I was gonna do the same thing with mine. With my.
Sucks to suck, dude.
Yeah. Now it's not original anymore.
Yeah, you know what I did do though was I ordered a 24-hour chip because I don't know if you remember that gentleman that came and spoke at the facility, but he had just a 24-hour chip, and I think he had upwards of 25 years of sobriety, and
I think I
he ne-
remember. Yeah.
he never carried around any other chip other than the 24-hour chip because it's one day at a time,
No,
you
yeah.
know?
I got the 24. I carry my 24-hour, my 14-day, my 30-day, and the Serenity Prayer all in my wallet.
Yeah, um I don't care for those plastic ones, and I understand that they can't give out like metal chips for every single person,
Well, yeah,
but
it's a bit pricey.
yeah, but I found out if you go online, you can order a 24-hour chip silver or gold plated.
Really?
So like obviously, you know what I did.
Yeah.
So I don't know where the hell it's at. It's in my other pants. I was working on my truck, so um, my pants are a little bit blown out. So
Mm-hmm.
I don't have it in these ones. But dude, gold plated coins is the way to go. So
Yeah, no, yeah, that's for certain.
yeah, it's pretty cool.
No, yeah, very cool. So uh, you know, just back to the one day at a time, man. Like this is I'm like in the center of Sacramento, and I've never really spent much time like in the middle of Sacramento. So it's a really cool area. Shout out to all the local businesses that are starting to open up. There's the comedy clubs that are opening up, but they're all outdoor seating, which kind of sucks.
Yeah, but I mean, you know what, dude? I kind of like the whole outdoor thing.
Well,
It's like
yeah,
it's a different feel and stuff. It sucks that a lot of small businesses have been, severely affected by this. We
mhm.
lost a couple of the places that were some of my favorite places around here,
No, yeah,
and
it's because they're usually like small or like very small family owned businesses, and then they go under because of the shutdown, and
yeah,
they can't really afford to pay rent on both their homes and their business because there's no income.
yeah. Luckily, like one of my favorite places in town is it's called well, actually I won't say the name just for placement reasons, but it's a bar, and they make the best, like the best sandwiches you've ever had. Like they make French dip sandwiches and skirt steak sandwiches, tri-tip sandwiches, and they make this burger. And I swear to God, dude, the burger, I don't know if your dad ever told you growing up, but mine always told me never eat something that's bigger than your head. Um, but these burgers, I swear to God, are like they're the size of my head, and
Really?
they're phenomenal, dude. They've got like marinated, roasted uh, onions, and then like caramelized onions, bacon, the burger, obviously, melted provolone cheese with avocado, and
Ooh.
sauteed mushrooms. Holy crap, dude. This thing is phenomenal. And then every time that you order, okay, you just order the burger, and it's like a $12 burger, which, is not that bad. You get an entire plate of fries, the burger that's bigger than your head, a slice of chocolate cake, coleslaw, fruit. Um, Dude, it's insane. Like I don't understand. It's like $12, and like it's literally like a
My
plate.
mouth's
Like
watering
what?
as you speak, man. Oh,
Oh
that sounds phenomenal.
yeah, I've turned myself on just now. So I don't know, man. I might I might have to go hit that place after this. So
That's what's up. I made some Nana's Sunday gravy last night, so I'm gonna eat on that for a few days. That's why I like get my Italian on in the kitchen because it always lasts a while.
yeah, get all greasy,
Yeah,
you know.
yeah. Just let the olive oil sweat just drip off my skin, so it's extra salty.
Hey, I swear olive oil.
Hey,
That was I don't even.
capazzo, figlio di puttana.
Hey, I'm walking here. I don't know. That's a whacking impression, but usually it's an Italian saying it, you know. So I think it's hilarious. Walking here.
Yeah, to everyone listening, as you could already tell, my man here does a great Chris Walken impression.
Man, I used to work at this bakery, and they would have like the number thing, like you pull a number and then you'd wait, and then someone would call your number, and then you'd come up to the counter, so that there was no line. It was just you pull a number, you wait, and then whatever. But the bakery, it was like, yeah, it was a bakery. They had cakes, and we made custom cakes and pies and shit like that. cookies and stuff. But they had almost like a cafeteria style food bar. And so that's what most people came for, lunchtime and dinner time. They would make, like it was pre-made. So like you'd pull a number, you'd come up and you'd say like what you want. You'd walk down the line. You'd be like, oh, I want some coleslaw, or I want some fucking rigatoni, or or something like that. Whatever the hell they made, gorgonzola, and just all kinds of weird shit, And
Oh
so
yeah.
you'd walk down the line. Well, whenever they would go to call the numbers, I would walk up and they had a microphone, and you're supposed to just, call, number 25, 25, is there 25 here? Well, I would always do a different fucking voice, like every time. I'd be like, now serving customer number 25.
Oh my
Customer
gosh.
number 25, please come to the counter.
Yeah, that's something I would like to do. That's your inner practical joker just coming out, man.
Yeah, just like the full blown, like, now serving customer number 25. Customer number 25, to do like the full blown. And then people would come up to the counter, right? And they'd be like, oh my God, I thought that was like a recording. They'd be like, is that you? And I'd be like, yes, it was me. And then I would talk like that, I'd be like, how can I help you? Would you like some gorgonzola?
That's great. You go like the whole method acting route. You just like stay in character when you're approached. Oh, yeah, and that's great.
I don't know if they enjoyed the experience, but I sure as fuck did. So, and it's all about me in the end. Whatever can get me through my day, and usually that was fucking with customers. So
that's interesting you say that, because there's a lot of comedians out there that like will mess with people and they won't get in on the joke, but it's funny to the person that's pulling the joke on people, and like it gets them through the day. It's like a special type of personality that really like is a foreground to the construction of a comedian. So it's like you got that kind of personality in you. That's why I think we get along so well.
Probably, dude. I think it's hilarious because like I get through my day not by picking myself up by stepping on the heads of others. I'm just like, whatever I can do to fuck your day up, or not fuck it over, but like whatever I can do to get a laugh for myself, And I think it's just it's fucking hilarious, dude. Like I'll be going through the day and I'll just randomly fuck with people, And I sometimes I don't even realize I'm doing it. Like I'll be with someone and they'll be like, hey, why did you just yell randomly at that person? I'm just like, I don't know. I think it's funny.
Yeah, I'd say keep doing that. I like to do the same thing every once in a while, but usually I just fuck with people in passing. Like I'm assuming you do the same thing, or just yeah.
And usually like I'm alone, so like I don't even realize that I'm really doing it. But I was like on the phone the other day, and I'm driving. And it's got Bluetooth in the truck, and fucking Coca-Cola.
Oh, so, Jesus,
that was a good one, right? And so driving down the road, and there's a meter maid, and she's putting tickets on people's cars, right? And so like I'm talking on the phone, and I was just like blah blah blah, like just having a conversation, right? And as I passed her, I was like, "You're the worst kind of person," And then I just like drove away, right? And then whoever I was on the phone with was like, what the fuck was that? And I was like, oh, I was just yelling at a meter maid, And they're like, why? And I was like, because they're the worst kind of person,
Yeah.
Just because I might have ruined their day.
Oh, well, you know what?
Mine.
Show me one person that likes and respects a meter maid. I defy you.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah, just because, who the hell is she? Just because she's a meter maid, she thinks that she has the right giving tickets to people. It's sickening.
They're sitting there watching the time, and they're all like,
yeah, it's because they're so goddamn bored.
Ticket. Yeah.
Like, so they're watching you.
It's 59 minutes, 60.
They're literally watching people like vultures. It's it's how fucking bored they are.
Right? How do you get through your day just fucking people over all day long,
Well, that's they probably get the same kicks that you do out of fucking with people. It's like they like to fuck with people, but instead of you being it just like pretty much like harmless, verbal, abusive, like fun.
Yeah, yeah, they're
They,
actually charging people money.
yeah, they're
Yeah.
charging people money and like,
You know what? I take it back. Maybe I should be a fucking meter maid, dude.
Yeah,
Shit.
it sounds like that might be your calling. That might be the go-to.
I could really stack this thing. I could be the biggest dick in the world. Who knows?
No, yeah. Well, you kind of already are, but this way you'll get paid for it.
Oh man. Oh well. Making dinner right now. Let's see. Oh, almost 6 o'clock. I got to dip out at 6 to go eat some grub. But so let's keep this thing going. But,
no, yeah. If you got to dip out at 6, I'll cut right to it. So, one of the biggest things that we used to always talk about, and like, is film and movies, which is like a big cornerstone in the podcast.
Yeah.
And since we're rushing up on time, I say it's time for Buda's pick of the week.
Ooh. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, and I don't really have anything prepared for the Buddhist pick of the week, so I'm going to let you, the guest, what's a movie you've seen that's either featured on Amazon, Netflix, or Hulu that you think more people should know about?
Okay. All right. So I saw one the other day, and I might need to look it up here, but there is one movie that I just watched, which is from like 2012. It's called Iceman.
Is that about the hitman?
Yeah. So he was.
Yes, we could talk about that movie. I've seen that movie. It is phenomenal.
He was a hitman for the mob, and he had like over 100 confirmed kills, and it's a gnarly movie, and honestly it's not scary in any fashion. It's just
very thrilling.
It's a thriller, because what he did was he kind of got strong-armed into the mob, and and so he was kind of forced to kill, but before he was forced to kill, he was already killing people.
No, yeah, so you could just tell like that dude was a person without a soul.
He was good at what he did. He definitely was good at what he did, and it's a true story, or it's based on a true story, obviously.
Yeah, I mean, they've on YouTube. There's a whole 60 Minutes interview where they interviewed him in prison, like asking him all these questions if he had any remorse, and you could just see in his eyes that he just does not care. Like it's almost nerving. And if you look at the documentary about the real person, like he would just test like different strains of cyanide on random people in like in a restaurant, at a bar, anywhere, just to see how long it would take for it to affect. Just random people, not even people that had a contract or the hit on them, just so this person can figure out if it's the right kind of poison and how long it takes to affect. Like that's a special kind of psycho.
That really is. That is a next level shit right there. Dude, I'm trying to find a movie that was on Netflix. It's a Netflix original, and but I can't find it right now. But it was like set in Alaska. Hold on, let me look this up real quick, because
is it kind of like a murder mystery thing where it's set up in Alaska and it's the guy that played Hawkeye in the Avengers?
I don't remember. Okay, I think it's called. Hold on. So basically, the guy has to like hunt down wolves.
Oh, is this the Gray?
No, it's Hold. Okay, here it is. Okay, so the movie is called Hold the Dark.
Hold the Dark.
Hold the Dark. Yeah. So it's a Netflix movie, and I think this is it. Hold on. In Alaska, winter naturalist hunts wolves. Okay, so basically the premise is uh, in the grim Alaska winter, a naturalist hunts for wolves blamed for killing a local boy, but he soon finds himself swept into a chilling mystery. And so this movie, I watched it with my brother, and it might be the craziest shit I've ever seen, dude. It is absolutely phenomenal. You will trip out if you watch this movie. It's basically this guy and this woman like writes him a letter asking him. He's a naturalist, so he's like someone that just goes out and like lives in nature, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And so he's basically and she writes him a letter because he's known to he hunted down like a pack of wolves that were blamed for killing someone or for killing a child, and he kind of like swore that he would like never do it again, you know, the classic setup.
Yeah, being pulled out of retirement for one last time, that kind of thing. We've seen that with cop dramas, like action stars all the time.
That kind of setup, but you know, every movie kind of has similarities, but this movie, I swear, it's different than all the rest. So he gets called by this woman to come hunt these wolves that are supposedly responsible for killing her son. All right.
Yeah, let's be careful not to do any like last minute spoilers or anything.
No, that's literally the first 30 seconds.
I'm already hooked, and just if that's the first 30 seconds, like there's definitely so much more there.
It's crazy. Definitely watch it.
And what is
watch it at night
for the listeners again? What's it called again?
It's called Hold the Dark.
It's called Hold the Dark, and it can be found on Netflix.
It's a Netflix film. Yeah.
Okay.
And it is phenomenal. It's something that everyone should watch. You should watch it at night because it's a very dark film, and by dark I mean literally dark. There's not a lot of light. They didn't use a lot of light. So the
cinematography is literally like a lot of shades, and it's very dark.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah. Okay. So as far how it was shot, you know, I think that, you know, they did that for a reason because the movie's called Hold the Dark, and it's all, you know, Alaska. You know, the sun doesn't rise in Alaska, you know, for months out of the year, sometimes in, you know, the northern reaches, and so the whole movie is it's a very dark film, literally. And so you want to watch this at night. You want to watch it with a good set of speakers and get ready for a thrill. All
right, that's my kind of kink. All right, Hold the Dark on Netflix. All right, and it's also time for Buda's random top 5. This is where I'm going to ask you random top 5 questions, and you just have to rank your answers.
Okay.
All right. So, Luke.
Yes.
Name top 5 people you would never want to walk in on naked.
Oh, top 5 never want to see naked.
Yeah.
Oh man, what's that? Oh fuck, I'm blanking on his name. Short little motherfucker from Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Danny DeVito. Oh yeah, that's a
Danny
nightmare.
DeVito.
That is
Holy
a nightmare.
Shit! I don't want to see Danny DeVito naked. And the worst thing is, I've seen Danny DeVito naked. There's multiple films of him naked on, you know, in Always Sunny in Philadelphia, and it's horrifying.
I know it's like literally watching a human cue ball with what I'm assuming has a dick and balls.
Yeah, he's got the back ass where there's no ass; it just goes straight from back to ass.
Oh yeah, it is a weirdly cupped buttocks, to say the least.
I'm not sure how he stands up in reality. You know,
yeah,
that very round body on those small little chicken legs. It's intriguing, to say the least.
All right, so that's one.
Okay.
For any other people you wouldn't want to walk in on naked.
Not that I can really think of. No. I think
Okay.
that might. Yeah.
Okay. Well, yeah, that's actually literally completes a list of five. It's Danny DeVito, Danny DeVito, Danny DeVito. That is someone I
All
would.
yeah, all five. Yeah. Right.
Yeah, that
Um.
is just someone I would never want to have to play 7 minutes in heaven with. Okay, who is one?
Well.
Name a female celebrity that you would think would give a stellar blowjob, just by
Oh.
just by look of their lips, the way how they talk. Like, who do you think probably gives the best head?
Oh, fucking Emma Watson. Emma Watson
Re-
looks like she could. She could
really?
suck a. Yeah, she could suck a golf ball through a garden hose, bro. You know.
Oh man. She,
They spend
I
all.
always felt like she had like kind of those thin British lips, just like
Oh
it,
yeah.
it,
You know
it-
what though?
you think she could
I
work?
would. I,
You think she
I
could
think
work
she
a
could
really
do
mean
it.
shaft?
Yeah, that or uh oh shoot, what's her name? She wore that fucking meat suit to the Emmys.
Oh, that can you narrow that? Really narrows it down.
She wore literally a dress made of meat.
uh, Fuck if I know. I don't really watch the Emmys,
Hold on.
which is kind of ironic because I do a lot of film and TV critiques. You know,
Right. Lady Gaga.
Lady Gaga wore hold the phone. She wore a dress made out of meat.
Meat. Yeah, just straight up meat, bro. Steaks and all, dude.
I could definitely. She definitely looks like she could
20.
give a good blowjob with those fucking almost cartoonish lips of
Oh,
hers, dude. Oh yeah,
shit. Yeah.
that would be
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
would be amazing. Do you think she could still hold a soprano note while she's choking on a dick?
Fucking maybe, dude. Maybe
That
that'd be
that
something to see.
that's something to experience. I don't know about
Yep.
just seeing. I would like to get the best of both worlds, seeing and feeling. If you catch my drift.
Yeah.
Yeah, my opinion. You know who? This would just be a funny one. I think like that fucking what's her name? Fucking I'm drawing a blank on her name, but she's not
What
really
she do?
she's not really a looker. She's an actress. I feel like you know what
Narrows it down.
yeah, I feel like this is an older lady. I feel like Helen Mirren back in the day probably like gave some pretty because she came up in the '60s boom when she was
I'd rather have
young
if
young
we're
piece
going
of
that
ass.
direction. I'd rather have Helen Keller. Because you could probably just tell her it was something else. And be like, it's a meat flavored lollipop here. Just she wouldn't know.
Yeah,
Blind and deaf. She's
watch out for the cream in the center.
yeah, it creams every once in a while. You could fuck, dude. You could really fuck with that gal. She grew up blind and deaf. You could have taught her anything.
Maybe like there probably was. Who knows? Or probably was.
Yeah, every Wednesday,
some fucker around her growing up that just.
Yeah, like she just has no idea that every Wednesday I suck on this meat flute till juice comes out for sustenance.
Yeah, I was told it was taking vitamins.
It's normal. Yeah, everyone does it, right? How are you gonna know? Who's gonna know?
And Buda Belly podcast canceled. Fuck it, it's free lane. Oh man, Helen Keller giving a. You know what? She probably already sounded like she was gagging on a dick. Anyway, might as well just shove something in there if she already sounds like it.
Now to quiet her down at least.
Yeah. Yeah. Definitely muscled her a little bit.
I got to get going here pretty soon, buddy.
All right. Hold your horses. And
all right.
I want to thank Luke Estrada for coming on. He's definitely going to be a recurring guest here at the Buda Belly podcast. Luke, thanks for coming. Yeah.
Thanks for having me, buddy.
Absolutely. Enjoy your grub. Thank you for coming. And this is Brent Buda signing off. I'll catch up with you guys later.